What are the common mistakes to avoid when managing site safety or logistics? This question was given to me and I took the opportunity, I'm taking it now actually, to answer that question in video format, which is exactly what I want to be doing on this YouTube channel. If you have anything you want to send to me, please do it just like I'm doing right now. What I'm going to cover are the biggest mistakes that happen when we're attempting to have a remarkable safety culture on site, when we're attempting to have a clean and organized environment, and really give you an approach that works anywhere we try it. And if you're into that, then stay with us on this video. All right, let's do this. I want to talk to you about the general way that this works, okay? First and foremost, on a project site, let's just say that this is your project. It must be clean, safe, and organized. I say clean because everything that deals with safety is only seen or managed in a clean environment, and everything is organized so that our trades can really be successful on site. So clean, safe, and organized. And clean and organized actually supports the safety part of it. So this is, safety is number one, it's a priority, it's a value, it's always, it's everything to us. And so we need it to be clean on site. Those are non-negotiable rules. Let me make the point here that we support and love people. When it comes to people, we're like Brene Brown, Simon Sinek, okay? When it comes to the environment, when it comes to what we expect on site, it must be perfect. Like we're like General Patton when it comes to this. Like we're super controlling down here, right? And we're super loving up top. And by the way, having a clean, safe, and organized site is the ultimate way to respect and love and care for people. So that's a non-negotiable thing. So here's how this works. If we're going to manage the safety and the logistics and everything on a project site on a weekly basis, let's say this is day one, day two, in the afternoon, we have to make a plan for the next day in the foreman huddle, okay? So that plan is how we're going to actually go execute work. Then that is communicated to the workers the next day, and we ask them for their feedback, and we do a bit of training, and we connect, and we create a social group. If you do this worker huddle the right way, and the superintendent isn't a jerk, meaning this person, he or she really connects with human beings, really connects with people well, then what you will have as an outcome is you will have a safe project site, and you will have a logistically stable site, okay? But without that morning worker huddle, you can't get it done. And let me tell you why. Because then, once the workers go to work, they have all day in that day to go get their work done. And they have to go do their work autonomously. It's like following the laws of combat that Jocko Willink gave us. Build the team, and that happens in the huddle and in the morning worker huddle, right? Simplify, which is done with our plan and the visuals that communicate that plan. Detach and prioritize, which is the third that Jocko talks about, where you literally prioritize first things first. And then 4, decentralized command. You cannot decentralize command unless you have the foreman huddle and make a plan, and unless you communicate it to the workers, and then all of the foremen can go out and act, again, autonomously, but in line with the rules of the project site of clean, safe, and organized. And so let me go ahead and talk to you about a framework here that will keep you safe as you go, where you will be able to manage it successfully. So first of all, what I wrote up here on the top left is teaming. So if you have done the pull plan, you have done your quality pre-con or your preparatory meeting with the trade partner, you are doing look-ahead planning, weekly work planning, and day planning, you should be a team with that foreman. Now, most people stop there and they don't do this worker huddle. That means you're a team member with the foreman, but the foreman can choose to pass on your communication if they want to or not, and the workers are not a part of your team. So I would always make sure that this worker huddle is happening. That way everybody's a part of the team. And if you don't have everybody a part of the team, nobody will be safe the way you want, and you will not manage logistics the way you want. It just will not happen. If you don't have a morning worker huddle, you'll have multiple separate gangs like you're in East LA, and they're all trying to fight each other because you're all separate communication, separate hierarchy. You don't know what's going on. You're not a part of the same team. So if you want to be one team, you've got to meet as one team. So if you want to make sure we don't fail at safety and logistics, make sure, number one, that you build that team and that you know the foreman, you're working with the foreman, and that the workers are connected to you as one group. Okay, the second thing is you've got to have a standard operating method. Now, there's two things here that I want to say. When a crew is out here working on site and they're working on a Jason Schroeder project, and by the way, multiple contractors, like many job sites implement this all across the world actually, and it works every time. Basically what happens is that when the crews are out here working, if they're not safe, so I'm going to put an X and safe, they get sent home. That's not mean, that's not rude. That means that we love that person enough to send them to go get the training, the materials, the resources, the mindset, whatever they need. We care about them. We're not just going to be like, hey, put on your safety glasses and walk away. It's just not how it works. Safety, the people have got to know we're safe and we're not safe. Zero tolerance. Not mean. It's not police state. It's not controlling. It's not dictatorial. It's just how it's going to be. And we help people to get there. The other thing is, when it comes to cleanliness, if somebody's not clean on site, we immediately have the crew stop and clean it. That's written into the contract. No composite cleanup crews, no cleaning at the end of the day, no laborers doing it. It will be clean all the time, right? And the other thing with logistics, if it's not organized, we stop right away and we fix it right then and there. So the standard operating system that I use is when we do the day planning, we talk about safety and we have a safety plan. We talk about cleanliness and we know exactly what areas we need to focus on. And we also know about logistics and we make a plan for logistics and we know what materials are coming and we know where they go and where they need to be staged. And what happens is in the field, we also have three other entities. We have the forklift operator, we have the crane operator, and we have the hoist operator. And they know that whatever map was given for logistics the day before is where it has to end up on the site, or else we are going to fix it right then and there. So that is our standard way of working. Perfectly safe, perfectly prepared. We perfectly know where things go and we perfectly get them there. So we have to have a standard way of getting these things done. And then I want to talk about this word enforcement. Let me do something here that might seem a little bit odd. I'm going to draw a heart and a smiley face here. Enforcement doesn't mean something negative. People are like, oh, you're going to be police state. What's wrong with the police, man? Like, the police keep us safe. Like, it's what matters is our interaction with the police, right? If they're respectful of human rights and if we're respectful of the law, partnering together, that's a beautiful relationship, right? What would our roads and our society be like if there weren't police? There'd be murders and rapists in the road and people beating each other up. It'd be absolutely chaos. We don't want that. And we don't want the chaos of a job site not well run. And so enforcement means that we know the rules, okay? We follow the rules. And if we don't follow the rules, then we have respectful systems, and I want to highlight this term respectful systems that will fix it right away. Zero tolerance. We are not tolerating any deviations. But we don't do it out of punishment. Let me actually write that. Punishment, I don't buy into this. I'm not here to punish somebody. I'm not doing anything out of punishment. If I send somebody home, it's because I respect them. Good bathrooms, because I respect them. Keeping it clean, because I respect them. Everything we do is out of respect. So if you want to have great safety and logistics, build a team, have a standard method of working, and enforce the rules because everyone can rise to the occasion, and that is a fact. I'm going to turn this into a visual and a blog post for you. And I would invite you to reach out if you ever need help. And I will actually link to you in the description below the logistics rules and the checklist that we have that will help you with this, and reference you to the book Elevating Pre-Construction Planning, where we talk about these systems, and I invite you to read it. Oh, and on the podcast, I'm actually reading it to you. If you love this voice, I put it on the podcast for free. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. On we go.